Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Tuhan Zuhlimi bin Johan, and in this video, I and my team will explain about recruitment and selection. First, what does recruit means? It means that the process of identifying, attracting, interview, choosing, hiring, and onboarding personnel is referred to as recruitment. True, put in another way, it covers everything from identifying and staffing recruitment to filling it. For short, recruitment refers to the process of locating and hiring the finest talent for a vacant position inside the organization within the set time and budget. Recruitment is also the job of variety of individuals depend on the size of their business. The larger the companies, they may have full a team of recruiters, but where small companies may have only one. In small business, the hiring manager may oversee the recruitment. Furthermore, many business outsource their recruiting to third-party service. So, are there any things that we can know? Yes, there are two sources, which is the internal and the external. The first one is the internal. What does it mean? It means that it's within the organization, which is the best people can be located. When a vacancy occurs in the company, it is possible that will be filled by the employee who is already on the payroll. Promotion, transfer, and same situation, demotion are all internal causes. When a deserving employee is promoted to a higher position, it inspires all other employees to perform harder. Internet advertisement can use to notify staff about such a vacancy, such as present employees, employees referrals, former employees, and previous employees. The second one is the external. When existing personnel are unable to fill higher level position, all organizations must turn to external sources for help. Expansion they necessitate the hiring of additional personnel, such as the employment exchanges, advertisement, employment agencies, professional association, personnel association, campus recruitment, deputation, and so on. There is impact for good organization performance. The first one is highlight performance, which is more regular view, whether official or informal, can help employees better understand their employee abilities, providing an open forum for the employees to communicate and debate their tasks on regular basis can aid in identifying training gaps before they affect productivity. The second one is boosting employee morale, which is everyone enjoy getting compliments on their work. Performance evaluation or an ideal forum for the formalizing and documenting praise. However, evaluation should be more than just a way to set goals for the next quarter. It should also allow in a line manager to recognize individual members of their team. The third one is to improve workforce. Employees with well-defined, recognized career path have a goal inside the organization, which boosts motivation and reduce staff turnover. Next is the boost employee retention or reduce employee turnover. According to study conducted by the HR Daily Advisor earlier, organizations who provide regular employee feedback have a 14.9% lower turnover rate than companies that do not provide feedback. High personnel turnover can have significant impact on your business. Not to mention, the effect on the employee morale can and the ability to complete tasks. Next is responsibilities, which is employees are largely free to make their own decision about how they carry out their obligation if they are aware of the larger business aims and their contribution to them. Employees are happier, motivated, productive, and loyal as a result. Next, Taufik will present about it.
To recruit new employees in effective way for the recruitment process running smoothly and efficiently. Preparing a comprehensive job description will help the organization know the candidate potential. The employees need to have or need to meet the demands of the vacant job or roles that they offer to recruit new employees. The candidates also can do a checklist for the skills that the organization want. Candidates also can compare themselves in terms of the skills that the organization wants, although it is suitable for them or not. This also can help the organization get a right potential candidate for the right roles that they offer. To attract a top talent, or the one have a right skills for the role that the organization demands, the organization should make the application form as simple as possible. The top performance worker sometimes is busy and do not have time to fill the complicated application forms. The organization can just do a simple way, like if the information already on the resume, they don't have to put it again on the application form. Setting up a strong recruitment process is crucial, because one wrong decision affect the productivity of the whole recruitment of the entire force. Or like they choose the right candidate for the right roles, the company will have some problems. Why we need to make this recruit in effective way is because for the organization to find a good quality candidate, this is the top priority or the main reason why we do the recruiting. Second is to save training time and save the company budget to train the new employees. If they already have the desired skill that can fill the position that the company demands, so there is no need for the company to spend money and to train again the employees. Next is to reduce a potential legal ramification. This is for the recruiter to make a safe question or the important question only, without trigger the candidates, like ask a sensitive question, because the candidate have a legal act to sue the company if they are triggered. When the organization already do a proper selection after the recruitment process, that already know which one they want to hire, the organization have to take note on the date setup, or we can call it start date. Okay, this is what is start date. Start date is day, month, or years that the candidates or new hire employees will come working in the company that they get a job. What is important or studied or the setup? Of course, this is important because we want the candidate that the organization select prepared mentally and physically. So when they come to work, they have to adapt with a new environment, and if they are comfortable with their new environment working, they will stay and do their job effectively.
For the next topic, I, Muhammad Haziq, will talk about is identifying career opportunities and requirements. To identify career opportunities and requirements, manager must continually analyze competencies to get the job, which also include the knowledge, skill, abilities, personal characteristic, and other work-based factors that help differentiate superior performance from average performance under specified circumstances. Next is progression among the related jobs, which I will talk in detail later. And the third is supply of ready talent available to fill job availability. A lack of appropriate specialist employee could hamper effort to increase productivity, turnover, and profitability, preventing the company from reaching its full potential. Job progression is essentially an employee workplace journey. It encompasses all the steps one takes in their career to improve, whether in terms of title, compensation, or skill. Usually though, it's a winning combination of all three. Basically, job progression can take many forms, including being awarded more responsibility within the role the employee already have, moving to a different sector or business, taking on a new challenge, and increasing the skill set through training and development opportunities. Next is an individual's career advancement can move together with various different paths through promotion, whether promotion, transfer, or demotion. Part of the reason for the lack of opportunity for advancement at many companies is the fact that the definition of professional advancement may differ from employee to employee, making it particularly difficult to address the needs of everyone. To some individuals, career advancement means reaching a top position at a particular company. Maybe for others, it could mean gaining experience in multiple professional fields in order to create a unique and versatile role for oneself. Lastly, by identifying career opportunities, both company and employee can gain its benefit. First, it can improve company performance. It includes reduction of human error and risk, improve efficiency and productivity, positive customer satisfaction, as well as cost reduction. Second is motivation for other employees. This can increase the willingness of the workers to work, thus increase the effectiveness of the organization. Next is enhance knowledge and skills. It goes without saying that a well-developed workforce that make ongoing learning a priority can do a great thing for an organization. Lastly, it can reduce shortage of talent for position. Talent management can help sustain organizational performance by providing essential knowledge and strategies for improvement and change. It helps the organization to recognize the most talented employees to become the potential future leaders, whether there is a vacant position. That's all from me about the topic of career opportunities and requirements. Lastly, we will proceed to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ahmad bin Abubakar. Today I would like to present about a selection process. First, what is a selection process? Selection process is the goal of the recruitment and selection process at organization is to find and hire the best candidate for job openings. This process has a funnel structure. Imagine, you are seeking a new hire for a role. Your current employee decide to pursue another opportunity. You need to find a replacement. 15 people apply to your job opening. You select 5 of them and interview, and finally, 1 person get the job offer. There is 7 stages of selection process. The first is application. After you create job advert and double check it for any errors, is ready to be posted. Candidates can now apply, but the number of applications, the quality, and the diversity of those who do can be huge. The second step of the recruitment and selection process is the initial screening of candidates. The goal of this second phase is to reduce the pool of candidates from the larger group to a manageable group of between 3 to 10 people that can be interviewed. This can happen in multiple ways. For example, is the resume screening. The most commonly known technique is a resume or CV screening. Resume screening helps to assess if candidates comply with the criteria needed for the job. If they require 5 or more years of work experience and you see that a college graduate apply, you can easily rule out this person. The third step in the candidate selection process funnel is the best known and the most visible of them is the job interview. The job interview involves the candidates being interviewed by their direct manager or the recruiter to assess how well suited they are in the role. The interview offers some insight into a person's verbal fluency and social ability. It also provides the opportunity to ask the candidate questions related to the job, and it presents the opportunity to sell the job to the candidates. Next step is assessment. We briefly discuss assessment in the second step, where the pre-selection or screening is used to roughly weed out the at least suitable candidates. The full assessment is usually more accurate. Common assessments are a general mental ability or GMA test, also known as a IQ test, and a 5-factor model of personality test. High IQ is associated with faster learner and high top performance. This means that for a high IQ candidate, the time to optimum productivity is lower, and candidates are likely to perform better. While this assessment can be a part of a pre-selection process, many organizations choose to conduct them in the later stage of the hiring process. Step number 5. If references and background check. By this point, you have reduced the long list of candidates to a short list of 1 to 3 candidates. An essential step in the candidate selection process is reference checking. Reference checks are a way to confirm the accuracy of what a candidate has told you and your impression of them. Ask the candidates to give a reference and follow up on this. If during the interview you have doubt about a certain competency or skill, the reference checks is an excellent way to gather more information from a different perspective. The next step in the recruitment and selection process is making the decision, choosing the candidate with a greatest potential for the organization. Sometimes this means picking someone less qualified at the moment, but how is committed to growing and staying with the organization for a longer. The final step is a job offer and contracts. After your company has made a decision, the selection process is not over. The ideal candidate still needs to accept the offer. At this time, the organization should have all the information that will make the candidates likely to say yes. Hopefully, you will have gleaned this information from the various screening, the job interview. The offer is then made to the candidates. If they accept the offer, you draw a contract and have both parties sign it. Only when the employment contract is signed by all the parties Is the selection process complete? That's all. Thank you.